Good morning, guys. It is about 9 a.m. We have about 9.5 pounds of pork shoulder in the crock pot. This is pretty much going to be all my protein for the week. We'll slow cook it for about 8 hours, and we'll get the veggies going a little bit later today. Alright, guys, for the rub or spices, a bunch of cilantro, salt, pepper, chili powder, chili flake, oregano, onion powder, garlic powder. Pretty much just dump it on there. Really, really, really easy. Alright, guys, it is about 6:30. So this guy's been here since about 9 a.m. So it's about 9.5 pounds of the bone-in pork shoulder, all cooked and ready to shred. So obviously we're going to pull the shoulder bone out. And just kind of start mashing it up. Alright, so we have a total of 10 Tupperwares. That is 10 meals, so that'll be 2 per day. I usually cook 1 meal when I get home at night. And then this will be 5 smaller Tupperware for snacks, and of course Bronk's waiting for me to drop anything. So right now we're going to divide everything up, do 5 ounces of pork shoulder per meal, and then for the snacks it'll be 3 3-ounce meals, so it'll be filled with 9 ounces of pork shoulder for the day. Alright, guys, so that worked out to be all 10 meals, about 4 days of snacks, so I was a little bit off. That bone in the shoulder was weighed a little bit more than I thought, and Bronk's still anxiously awaiting me to drop just about anything. So next up, we're just going to basically cap all this, put them back in the fridge so they stay cold while we cook the veggies and get everything else set up. This is pretty much the veggies I'm going to use for the week. So we have a bag, 2 pounds of green beans. So again, so eating paleo zone means we are weighing and measuring our food. So this is, you can see that there, 11 servings. Just so happens that 1 serving is about a cup, which is pretty darn close to what we need for a zone block per serving. So this is about 11, 12 servings of green beans. You know, it's a legume, I get it, but they are delicious and they are cheap, being the operative word. About 2.5 sweet potatoes. This is a pretty big sweet potato. So this is about 5 blocks there. So we're up to about 17, 18, 19, 20 on the broccoli. So about, for you guys keeping track, one of those broccoli crowns, if you cut it up, is going to equal roughly 1 block. So again, kind of use these cheat sheets as you start to do it more and more. 1.5 onions, so that is 3 blocks of onion. So cut onion in half, that's about half a cup. That is a block per half cup. Bunch of green peppers. I think it's 1.25 cups if you round that down to about a cup if you can make it up somewhere else. This is about 7 or 8 blocks of green peppers there. One I'll probably have to measure is the Brussels sprouts. That is, I think, 3/4 cups per serving or per block. So I'll probably get 3 out of that, and then there's just some cilantro here that we're going to cut up and add in it. Basically, we're going to cut everything up, and then we're going to throw it into a stew pot and let it simmer. This is the laziest and easiest way to make meal prep, I promise. All right, so we got everything cut up. The green beans are pretty much already ready to go. One nice thing about buying them bagged like this from Kroger is that you generally don't have to pull the stems and everything off, and they're generally really fresh. So we're gonna get everything into a giant sauce, well, I guess stew pot, and then get everything cooking. All right, so a couple of things here. I'm gonna use olive oil for my fat because it's good and it was on sale. And again, anything on sale, I'm gonna get. I also saved the rest of the liquid from the pork shoulder. I'm gonna skim whatever fat is left off so that we get good fat from the olive oil inside of our kind of mishmash of veggies and we're going to pour the rest of our liquid in there. There's a little bit of meat in there, add protein. Get that heated up. So, generally speaking, it's about, I think it's 2/3 of a teaspoon. So, I'm making 10 meals, which means I'm going to use about 20 teaspoons of olive oil. So it's a little bit over, but again, we're trying to make this quick. So right now we're at about 45 minutes. So this doesn't seem like a whole lot right now. We're going to give this a big stir, and we're going to let this sit for, let's say, probably about a half hour, and then we'll divide it up. I'll show you in a little bit. All right, guys, so this is where we're at about a half hour later. Everything's kind of cooked down, smells really good, and we got our protein back out. So we've got our 10 meals kind of lined up, so we know how many blocks we already have inside the pot here, which is nice because then all we have to do is divide evenly. All right, so we have 10 meals with 5 ounces of protein, 5 blocks of fat, which is about 2 teaspoons, and then there's actually only 3 blocks of carbohydrates or veggies in each one of these. So you may be asking yourself how to get your other carbohydrates. These guys right here, that is a lunch bag apple, which would be roughly 2 blocks, give or take. Again, this is measured out, but it's not going to be exact on every single meal. So, so that is pretty much it for Sunday meal prep. I started about 6:30 with a half-hour cook time. That is 8:15. So we're really not that deep into hours of cooking for 10 meals, and Bronx is loudly drinking water. So we got 10 meals in about an hour and 45 minutes. Again, half hour of that was just sitting around waiting for the veggies to cook. So hopefully it was a little bit of insight on how I meal prep. And again, it is cheap, it's easy, it's lazy, and tastes really, really good. Hope this helps, and if you have any questions, please contact myself or one of the coaches, and we can answer any questions for you.